Alec, Mark, you guys are still here. Budhole is still trying to get back on. Hopefully they will. But Miles, you are going to be taking over as the trivia king for today. Before we go into that, let me explain just a bit as to what our home and home trivia is. So if you are new to home and home trivia and you're watching our contestants today, they will battle out facts and they will get 10 questions and points for every question that they get right. The person with the most points at the end of the trivia game will win a $25 gift card of their choice, where Steve Reisner or just Paul will reach out and tell them, where do you want it? Where can we send it? And congratulations. So with our two contestants, Mark Guajardo, our ITL sports scientist today, and Alec Mesa, the Labster and lifetime friend of the show, let me go ahead and pass it off to our host, Miles Bloomquist.
All right, boys. So in case you haven't already been informed, today's 10-question trivia will cover some retro stuff, some records, including sales and consoles, and also a little bit of esports. And there is one tiebreaker question in case that you guys are tied, and hopefully it won't result in another tie. I don't think it will. I've made it pretty untieable. But I will give you guys a very easy one to start off with. So the first question: which highly anticipated sequel released in June of 2020, 7 years after the original? Was it A, Red Dead Redemption 2, B, The Last of Us Part 2, C, Doom Eternal, or D, Animal Crossing New Horizons?
Last of Us Part 2.
Last of Us Part 2.
Both get a point for that one. All right, so in case you don't know, Nintendo broke the record for the most copies sold in the first week with a Super Smash Bros. Game, but which one was it? Was it the original, Super Smash Bros. Melee, Super Smash Bros. Brawl, or Super Smash Bros. Ultimate?
Brawl.
Melee.
And you both are wrong. It was Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, which is the Nintendo Switch version of Super Smash Bros.
Melee I meant that, yeah. That's what I meant.
We were talking about it before. The newest consoles are releasing this fall between the Xbox Series X and the PS5. Which console generation do they mark the beginning of? The 8th gen, the 9th gen, the 10th gen, or the 11th generation?
8th.
The 8th.
You're both incorrect. It is the 9th generation. Xbox One and PS4 started the 8th generation.
Oh. I suck at this.
All right. I'll toss it a little bit back retro here. We're going to talk about the N64, which I know is a lot of people's favorite console of all time. It's a very infamous console. I think one that gets slept on in like the top discussion. But which of these games sold the most copies on the N64? Was it A, The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, B, Super Mario 64, C, Mario Kart 64, or D, GoldenEye 007?
What was A?
The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time.
Oh shit. Ocarina of Time.
Mario Kart?
Ooh, you are both wrong.
Come on.
It was Super Mario 64, which sold 200 million copies
I thought it was.
in its lifetime.
I thought it was.
All right, next one. This is our first
What's the
esports
score?
question here.
What's the score?
Yeah.
It's still 1-1 out of
terrible.
the first four questions. All right, so the next one here is our first esports question. Which esports league which game has had the biggest prize pool in esports so far in 2020? So basically, which competitive scene has so far paid out the most money to its winners, or second place, third place, whatever? Is it A, Dota 2, B, Fortnite, C, Counter-Strike Global Offensive, or D, League of Legends?
League of Legends.
I would go with Fortnite just because that's like the popular game, but I could be wrong. But I'll just go.
Oh, they paid that guy the 1 million.
How are we
didn't
both?
they?
You're both wrong again. Fortnite will probably end up being the highest paid prize pool in esports because they do have their $100 million World Cup or whatever it is. But Dota 2 right now is the highest paid at 20 million so far, which was even a surprise to me. All right, next one. We all know that the free-to-play model for games has been huge recently. Obviously, you've seen the explosion of games like Fortnite, Call of Duty Warzone, all games along that line, and it's been a very successful business model. But which free-to-play game has recorded the most players they don't have to be active players in 2020? Is it A, Call of Duty Warzone, B, World of Tanks, C, RuneScape, the original, or D, Fortnite?
Oh man.
I swear I'm better than this. I swear I'm smart in terms of games, but these are very good questions. I am very dumb. I'm just gonna go again with Fortnite. I have to assume that. I don't know.
In 2020, did RuneScape have a resurgence in 2020? I didn't think anybody still played that. Warzone.
Mark gets the point here
Oh,
for
thank
Fortnite.
God. Okay. I'm like, I knew it. I mean, I'm kidding.
Which by far and away is first place with 350 million profiles active on, or not active, but signed up with Fortnite. Once again, that big if they're active or inactive players is the thing here. And just what you were saying earlier about RuneScape, RuneScape is actually surprisingly active. It is more active than World of Tanks as of right now. So it actually is third on that list.
Good thing I didn't choose World of Tanks.
All right. So the next one here is obviously, classic games are being remade left and right. The nostalgia comes back, but with the graphics and gameplay of these new consoles, and just seeing how that original vision has really come to life with more graphic capability and obviously more teams and stuff like that. So which of these games was most recently remade / remastered? Was it A, Resident Evil 3, B, Final Fantasy VII, C, System Shock, or D, The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening?
I think
Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, dang. Yeah, same.
You both are right. Final Fantasy VII is the most recently remade or remastered game. System Shock is coming out later this year. The Legend of Zelda was remade back in 2019, and Resident Evil 3 was actually released the week before Final Fantasy VII. So that one was really close there.
Yeah.
But you both get the point for that. So it is 3-2 for Mark. So let's get into some consoles here and talk about records. Which of these consoles has sold the best of all time? Is it A, the Wii, B, Xbox 360, C, the PlayStation 2, or D, the Nintendo DS?
PlayStation 2.
Dang. Wait, did you say 360 or no?
The 360.
I'll choose that one.
You are not correct, Mark. It is the PlayStation 2. So Alec gets the points for that. So it is tied 3-3 here. The next question we got going into... we got 2 questions left, and it is currently tied. So we got another esports question for you guys. Which of these esports leagues is not a real league? Is it A, the Call of Duty World League, B, Electronic Sports League, C, the Overwatch League, or D, the League of Legends World Championship?
B, I think.
They all sound real.
The first thought I had.
I feel like the Overwatch one is called something else.
I did do a little bit of wordplay on you guys here. You are both incorrect. The League of Legends World Championship is not a real league, but because League of Legends is in there, I did put in there. It's a tournament instead of a league, so it's ran every year, but it's not an active league. Call of Duty World League and Overwatch League are the real names, and the Electronic Sports League, which is one of the oldest leagues around, is now known as ESL, and they hold a lot of tournaments and leagues about CSGO, Dota 2. They're really a big proprietor in the esports scene. So you guys are still tied at 3-3 going into the last question. And,
the untiable trivia is tied in question 10.
So, I mean, when we mentioned it earlier, we talked about some of the most favorite games of all time. But which game out of these 4 has sold the most units of all time? Is it A, Grand Theft Auto 5, B, Red Dead Redemption 2, C, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, or D, Minecraft?
I would Grand Theft Auto 5.
Okay.
That's just me.
Minecraft.
Ooh, and at the very last question, Minecraft is the correct answer. Minecraft has sold the most units of all time, which means that Mark loses this round. So, congratulations.
The Labsters go back to back.
Yeah.
Dang. Good game, Mark.
Yeah.
I chose Minecraft because all the little kids play that now, man. So, you know.
I don't know why I didn't think Minecraft. I knew it. Oh my god.
Well, they play that too, but I figured Minecraft was the easier one.
In case you want to know, I'll pull up the record here. Minecraft came in at 200 plus million. On a technicality, Tetris is the most sold, but only because they've done like deals with like units selling into arcades and stuff like that. So I didn't really classify that because it wasn't actual people buying them. It was, you know, a lot of different businesses stuff buying the systems and whatnot. So I thought that under a technicality, Tetris has 500 million plus sold. But in terms of actual people buying a game, Minecraft is the most sold with 200 plus million all time.
Dang. And like, and the embarrassing thing for me is like, I worked at GameStop for like a year and a half. So they gave... They do have meetings where like, oh, this game, blah blah blah, and so I sold Minecraft so many times. Why didn't I just say that? That's all I kept thinking. Like, oh,
Alec, you have won the ITL trivia. The Labsters go back to back. You get your 30 seconds of fame. What is your
Sweet.
championship speech?
I'm going to Disneyland.
dang it! I was gonna...
Nah, it's really cool. It's I mean that wasn't easy at all. I was like, oh, there's gonna be some cool retro questions, you know, like Mario and shit like that. And it's not like, so I'm just glad I won. That's good.
I had like my own like, I don't know. In my mind, I was mentally prepared for like video game questions. I guess I was expecting like, oh, they're not gonna ask like these complex questions about units or.
Yeah, like what color is Mario's hat? It's
yeah.
red.
I'm kidding. I'm joking. No, those are really good questions. Like,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, those questions were really good. Good job, Miles. Your first time hosting the Home and Home Trivia. I think you did a fantastic job. Round of applause for you. Mark, you came in a close second. How are you feeling, buddy?
Sucks. Okay. I'm all right. It's whatever. I just.
I thought that Minecraft question would be such an easy one for the both of you.
I mean, honestly, there was a lot of like ones like after the answer came out, I was like, wow, that's so common sense thinking back on it. But I don't know. I think I was just overthinking it. Oh man, dude. I don't know.
You realize that I don't play that many games as I used to, you know, so I don't really keep up with all that.
It's funny though because GTA 5 does have a record for sales, but it was because they had the most sales in the first 24 hours of a game's release, but not all time.
I'll tell you
That's
what,
cool,
good
dude.
trivia, guys. Alec, look out in your Twitter DMs for Steve or Paul to get back to you with that $25 gift card. Congratulations. Labsters
Thanks.
represented well. I remember when I said you were chosen for the video game trivia, you were hyped, and now it seems like you're a little defeated, so go sharpen up on that knowledge. But I'm excited. This trivia segment was brought to you by Taquito Express down in beautiful Brownsville, Texas. Down by the border wall, you can get your all-you-can-eat tacos for $7.99. Catch those beautiful taco spreads on our latest video that Mark put together that showed Taquito Express's delicious taco plates. So excited. Thank you guys for your competitiveness, for bringing that heat.